Alright, so I've already primed my lids, whatnot. That is already done, so we're just going to go straight into the eyeshadow. So as always, start out with the base shadow. I am using Snowflake by Saucebox because I am back to my very fair self. I had a false tan if you didn't see my last video, so that comment actually makes sense. Okay, so we got that done. Then we're just going to take a pencil brush. Actually, I lied. So then we're just going to take a MAC 242 and a bit of Sketch. And Sketch is by MAC. You're going to place that on the inner corner as well as the outer corner of the eye. And now we're just going to blend that together. Like so your edges are really soft and look nice. It doesn't have to look perfectly nice right now. Just don't have hard edges. Alright, so I just applied just a little more Sketch because I kind of blended it out a little too far. So now I'm just going to grab a little bit of Cream Dream. This is by Saucebox as well. And I'm just using a blending brush. This is from the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, but it's basically the same as like a MAC 240 or 217. And blend that all the way along the crease. And blend upwards towards your brow as well. And now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush just to get that transition towards the brow bone to be really nice and soft. So now you're just going to grab Shadowy Lady by MAC, and you're going to put that on the very corners of where we place Sketch, and drag on the outer corner, drag it slightly up into the crease, and then blend it. I'm going to do something semi-dramatic because I think I'm going to wear a slightly lighter lip. It's my husband and I's anniversary today. Not when this goes up, but the day I'm filming, so this is what I'm going to wear out. And since we're going to go to dinner, I figured maybe a more light lip would be easier to deal with. Alright, so now that we got that all blended out, we're going to go in with this kind of what we're using as our highlight shade. Alright, and so I'm just going to use the NARS Soft Touch Shadow Pencil, and this is in the color Goddess, just so this highlight shade can really pack on, since this is a cream shadow, and just barely blend the edges with your finger. And I guess if you wanted it more subtle, you could do something more like this, but then make sure that the shadows that you put on before are like blended really well. Okay, so I'm going to use Mary Luminizer by The Balm, just because I like the kind of like champagne gold color it is. You could opt for something more gold, something more champagne. Lots of options. And we're just going to pat that all over the center of the lid. And I'm using a MAC 242 for this step. And just gently blend it with the purples that we have on the lid. Alright, so that's all we're doing for the upper lid. I'm going to finish my concealer, and then I will show you the rest of the eye look. Okay, so now that we have our concealer done, we're just going to complete the eye look. It'll end up looking like this in the end. It's really easy. I'm basically copying what I did along the top. So I'm taking MAC Sketch first, and hitting the inner and outer corner. But we're leaving the center bare because we are going to add some like the champagne color there. And take a blending brush, just because you want to make this just really soft really fast. I'm going to use a MAC 217. You can always go for like a Sigma even E45 shape brush for this too. And this is, we're just gonna blend and kind of blend and add that brown just to kind of smoke it out, blow it out. This is the Cream Dream by Saucebox. And I want it to just be a touch warmer. So I'm also going to grab a little bit of Saddle by MAC, just on the outer little bit, and blend that upwards. This step is optional. This is again the step I always do because my eyes are smaller, and that gives them kind of the illusion that they're larger. So now we're just taking Shadowy Lady. Same thing, just take a pencil brush. Outer corner. Very inner corner. And then also just kind of bring this up and make sure that your transition from the lower lid to the upper lid looks pretty. And make sure you blend that out. Again, 217 blending brush of choice. Or Sigma E25. Just like that style. It doesn't really matter exactly which one you have. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're just going to do the same thing that we did on the top lid for the like champagne color. So Goddess soft pencil. You can use anything that's just going to kind of give it a base. And I'm using 242 for this. If you don't feel like this gives you enough precision, I can't talk, go for something like a pencil brush. So just go into the Balms Mary Luminizer and pat that right on the center of the lid and just slightly blend it over the purple. Alright, so now you just want to put on some nude liner in your waterline and a black liner on top. My black liner that I'm going to put on top, I'm also just going to soften with a little bit of black shadow. Then I'm going to add some mascara and I'll show you the finished look. So this is the finished look. One thing I forgot to say was I did add a little bit of Mylar just to highlight the inner corner and along the brow bone by MAC. So yeah, this is the finished look. It's kind of a fun halo look, echoed still in the lower lash line. I think it's pretty and nice, kind of soft, but still interesting to look at. Anyhow, I did pair this with a little more of a subtle lip and cheek. I went for MAC Peaches on my cheeks, and I put a little bit of Benefit Rockateur over the top because I like the finish, and it pulled it a little more pinkish. And then I mixed Makeup Forever, their Rouge Artist Naturale in N41 with MAC Myth, to kind of get this kind of nude lip that leans a little more on the orange side. I really like triadic color schemes. I'll put a link right over here as well as in the down box to my blog post on color theory. So that's how I like choose pairings, and I love purples and oranges. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys again soon, and let me know if there are any requests. I'm like using a planner now and like putting everything together so I know when I'm filming and like what I'm doing. So please let me know any requests that you have for either looks or celeb looks. I've never done those before, or like a certain technique you'd like to learn or anything like that. So yeah, I will see you guys again soon.